Hey everybody, welcome to my evening skincare routine. I am going to go through all the steps and try to explain all of the products. I have a little bit of makeup on today, so I am starting off with my Klairs Gentle Black Fresh Cleansing Oil, fragrance-free, essential oil-free, alcohol-free. Here we go. This is my favorite part of the routine. If I am not wearing any makeup at all, I always double cleanse regardless, but my first cleanse would be just a very gentle, non-foaming cream from La Roche-Posay. Make sure I get in there. Okay, so you can see I'm all oiled up. Into the sink I go. I'll be right back. Okay, so it's pretty much cleansed off. So now I'm getting ready for my double cleanse, my second cleanse, which is going to be CeraVe benzoyl peroxide because I have been experiencing acne. I do have very sensitive acne-prone skin as well, for those of you who don't know me. Okay, so you can see my face is wet. I do not use these. These just happen to be here because they're somebody else's. I don't use a towel. I do use Pyunkang cotton pads, which I will show you later on in this routine. For my sensitive acne-prone skin, I use benzoyl peroxide. Something happened to me the other day with this benzoyl peroxide, so I just want to share it. So you'll see a lot of amazing dermatologists and cosmeticians and so forth online say that you should keep your acne cleanser on for a few minutes. I left it on for 5 minutes last week and I got a reaction from it. So what I do now is I cleanse, just make sure it's thoroughly cleansed, literally leave it on 30 seconds to a minute, then I have to take it off. I have very reactive acne prone skin and it just didn't like it. Okay, so I still have the benzoyl peroxide cleanser on because it's only been about 30 seconds. The salicylic acid from the Inkey List, that's what I use in the morning. And I can leave that on for a few minutes, but my skin can't tolerate the benzoyl peroxide for a few minutes. So into the sink I go, this baby's coming off. Whew. So I keep wiping my wrists because I forgot to wear my cuffs. These are amazing for not getting your sleeves wet, and I just got them out of the dryer and they're nice and warm, and I forgot to use them because I was so excited to do this video. So highly recommend these. I just got these from Shein for a couple dollars. You can find them pretty much anywhere these days. Okay, so you can see, I don't know if you can tell, my face is still moist. I think there's a term for that these days. I saw, is it flooding? I don't know. I can't use anything on my face to take off the water, excluding these Pyunkang cotton pads because my face is so sensitive. Style Vanna, Yes Style. They have generic Japanese ones at Japan Living. That's a store in Toronto. So when I go back home to Toronto, I get them from there. But these are so gentle and beautiful. All I'm going to do now is dab my eyes. And I will use this pad for something else. But the reason I'm dabbing my eyes is because I always like to start off with my eye serum or eye cream. This is the new one from The Ordinary. So I love serums around the eyes. I do not like eye creams. This is the Multi-Peptide eye serum by The Ordinary. I've been using it for about a week. I will do a review on it once I've used it for a little bit longer, but you can see it's literally like water. It's not like the caffeine drops, even though it does have caffeine in it, okay? It's a very different texture. Today is a retinol night. I do skin cycling, not because it's a fad, leftover is great on the neck, not because it's a fad, but because I have ultra sensitive reactive acne prone skin that doesn't like anyone or anything. So I'm very, very careful. And so I skin cycle. Tonight is retinol. Okay, so now I'm taking another fresh Pyunkang cleansing pad, and I'm using a Calming Deep Restore Moisture Toner from Pyunkang. This is actually from their acne line. I love Asian skincare. Specifically, I love Asian toners because they are not astringent toners. They have no alcohol, fragrance free, the ones that I use, essential oil free, and they are absolutely amazing for giving my skin what it needs. And that's why I use 2 or 3 different toners a night, including, you know, your first essence, your second essence, and then this one is my first toner. And my skin likes it because I am adding goodness to my skin, because right now where I am in Toronto, it's minus 22 degrees Celsius and I have dry patches on my skin. I would get so dry sometimes. Here comes my fan, my Cuban fan. I never use an electric one because I had a horrible experience with that one. So just keep this in handy. This is what I do in between. So actually, even I used to get flaky patches because it was so cold and dry here and I don't sleep with a humidifier. So I like to leave 90 seconds in between each layer, but I leave much more time in between actives, you'll see. Okay, so this is my Shirojyun Premium from Hada Labo. They call this their premium whitening lotion just because it has arbutin or tranexamic acid in it. It was upgraded, so I actually don't know if this one is the one that has arbutin or tranexamic acid, but it's a brightening lotion, which we would call a toner. Remember earlier how I told you I can put on several toners? Well, these aren't the toners, you know, from the drugstore that are astringent toners. Not saying anything bad with drugstore products, they've come a long way, but I mean the typical toners that are astringent, no. So it's like doing a toner than doing a lotion that's doing something else for my skin. So once again, all of this stuff is what works for me. I would never mimic anyone's routine because our skin is all so different and no one's routine has ever worked for me from start to finish. I've learned tons online. What's definitely worked for me is learning from the amazing dermatologists online, cosmetic professionals, estheticians, medical estheticians. I take a little bit from what everybody has to say and then also visiting my local derms as well. And I created my own routine. So I definitely would never follow anyone else's routine because everyone's skin is so unique. So I'm dealing with my own problems, post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, which is why I love to include arbutin in my routine. And then for the moisture, like I told you, it's really cold and dry out right now where I am. So I use the Haru Haru Wonder. This is the black rice hyaluronic acid. This is your first essence toner. So I'm only doing 1 essence, and this is so I can get all that moisture. It's like a fat water. So we all know if we're skintellectuals or just like skin lovers, that hyaluronic acid, we're getting in that moisture, but we got to seal in that moisture. If you don't seal in that moisture from hyaluronic acid, it's actually going to make your skin have the opposite effect, okay? Which is a nightmare right now. I need as much moisture as I can get. And also I need calming things that have moisture. So because tonight is a retinol night, I'm allowed to use azelaic acid because azelaic acid goes very well with my retinol. If I was using an active like an AHA or BHA, I would not use an azelaic. This from experience, but you could also see it online. This is how I actually repaired my skin barrier and it was no longer stinging or burning because I was using the wrong combination of products. This is the Cause de Baja 10% azelaic acid. Okay, azelaic acid comes in many different forms. I love Asian beauty, so I get it from Cause de Baja and I use a very tiny amount all over my face. Great for post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, safe for rosacea, safe for pregnancy. Not pregnant, not pregnant. Just in case you're wondering, family watching this. Okay. So once again, I'm doing the 90-second fanning in between. And I'm very proud to say that I no longer get the itching or burning, which I used to get that every day. My skin sensitive souls. I feel your pain. I lived with that stuff every day and redness. I feel you. I feel you. I'm gonna do a little bit of Black Snail Restore Serum just before I do my moisturizer, and I am doing retinol tonight, but I'm doing the sandwich method. Call it what you will. It's just doing moisturizer before and after my retinol, okay? I am gonna do a little bit of the snail serum though, because technically I haven't used the serum because the azelaic acid is azelaic. The vehicle is just serum-like. So I just want to make sure that I'm nice and moist. This is from IUNIK. Once again, Asian Beauty, wonderful. I'm a fan of snail serum in general. I want to make sure that my skin is nice and protected before I use my retinol, okay? I've done the serum goggles around the eyes, as Dr. Sam calls it. I'm sandwiching, but I just like to be ultra careful. But my retinol is, it's encapsulated. It's the CeraVe. It's got licorice root. It's got a very wonderful serum-like vehicle. So for sensitive souls, I'll show you that. It really is an awesome retinol for beginners. I'm a retinol beginner, by the way. We're fanning. We're almost there. We are almost there. Pyunkang Yule Moisture Cream. This is going to go before and after my retinol. Okay. We're going to do Dr. Sam's 13 dot method. 1, 2, 3. Even though I absolutely love skincare, I am relatively new at it. So I love these tips. They've been so helpful in me learning how to do things properly, and I've seen really great results in the short time that I've been doing this. Make sure that skin is nice and protected. Okay, so we are done. This is what my face looks like right now. You are technically done if you didn't have to do retinol tonight, if I didn't have to use an active. So I am gonna wait 30 minutes. Sometimes I even wait an hour because I have ultra sensitive skin. I want all of this good stuff that I put on my face, the serums, the moisture, to really set in and protect my face from the retinol. And yes, it's been working. So technically when you are using skincare, from what I've learned online, that stuff has seeped into your skin in about 30 minutes. That's why I can do skincare in the morning, wash my hair in the afternoon, and I'm good. Of course, I'm not putting my face under the tap, but you know, water touches it, you're okay. So that rule or that piece of information has really helped me. So I wait half an hour to 45 minutes, do some work, grab a cup of tea, send an email, come back, do the retinol. Then after that, I'll actually wait another half an hour because, like I said, I'm doing the sandwich, right? So on top of the retinol, after half an hour to 45 minutes, I'll do another cream. And my cream of choice is usually my Snail Mucin 92. I just love that from CosRx. So I will see you guys in half an hour, but I'll be right back. Okay, so 30 minutes have gone by, but through the magic of video, it's just been a few seconds. Here we go. This is my retinol, everybody. This is an encapsulated retinol with licorice root. It's the resurfacing retinol serum by CeraVe. Of course, C standing for the ceramides in here. So far, so good. I have been using this. Here's a pea size amount. Okay, we're gonna do the 13 dots. We're gonna connect them and we're gonna stay far away from the eyes. As I was saying, I have used this for about 12 weeks. Use it once a week or once every 5 days. Okay, I do the nose, but you stay away from like around the mouth and then from around the dents here. So just all you got to do is connect the dots and stay away from those sensitive areas. Now, because this is encapsulated and I've sandwiched and I've got serums and creams, it actually doesn't bother me like around the mouth. So I just dab a little, but I am dealing with some post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. This isn't active acne. So I'm really hoping this helps. But to be honest, the thing that has been helping me the most is my mandelic acid. And even though I didn't use it in this routine, I will use it at another time and show you that routine where I swap things around. That's where I use the mandelic acid and I take out the azelaic and any other actives. And my gosh, that has been working amazing. I'll show you that whole routine. I've got one more step to go and I'll see y'all in half an hour, aka a few seconds. We've made it to the last step. Trust me, this is very exciting. Advanced Snail 92 all-in-one cause RX, cause I love Snail. One item I cannot live without. And I slather this on. Be generous. Be generous with this. Oh, it feels so amazing. And all I'm gonna do now is put a little Vaseline on my lips and I am done for the night. I actually like using Blistex or whatever you have around just to keep everything moist, since where I am right now, it is absolutely freezing and dry. Thank you for joining me on this evening skincare routine. Let me know if you have any questions. And I will be back with various routines. Let me know if you have any questions in the interim. But for now, buenas noches, everybody.